Hello and welcome back to Title Here. I'm Lord, aka Professor Confucius.
Confucius. I'm Zeravon Professor. Hey, Evelyn. Bagel.
Bagel. Oh my, it's been so long. Hi.
You know what has been longer since we
What?
watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, it has.
I want to
It's been
rewatch it
so
low
long.
key.
I always want to rewatch that movie. It's so good.
So good.
So
Anyway,
good. Anyways, it's been so long. I feel weird being back here. I'm not gonna lie. Oh god, I don't even know how long it's been.
But the FAGs have been asking for it.
Yeah.
Y'all asking for it. You're dying for it.
Right. The bots are asking.
Yes.
The bots.
So this is an episode we've been kind of putting off for a long time.
Yeah. Very long time.
But Lord finally was like, bitch, let's do this. And then he grabbed me by my
yeah.
hair, and then he kicked me on the floor, and then he called me a slur, and then he said we're gonna
Yes,
record.
lock in.
Yeah, and we're gonna do philosophy, and that's why we're professors today.
We are professors. Yep. What do you think about this topic?
I think it's really interesting, but honestly, I don't know if it lends itself very well to like I mean, I guess a podcast. Like I could definitely see like people arguing back and forth. I'm not one of those people because I feel like
Okay, if you think about it, philosophy was like the first few podcasts like back then.
oh my
Because
god,
like people would just sit down and talk.
In,
But
like,
they
lecture
wasn't recording.
halls?
Yeah.
that'd be
And
kinda
people
fun.
would just listen. That's a podcast.
I kind of live.
So I don't really see philosophy as a podcast.
I
in
think
a
so,
way.
yeah. That makes
the
more
first few
sense.
podcasts ever.
The first podcast that wasn't woke.
Yes.
Wait, speaking of podcasts, I was with my brother in the car, and he was listening to Joe Rogan as he
Ugh.
does, and they were talking about all these people who are on like SSRIs,
Mm-hmm.
which are like antidepressants, and
Okay, girl, me too.
they were like, "Oh, these white liberal moms on their SSRIs and blah 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 blah," and I'm like, it's really weird because half the time they're like super serious, like, "Yeah, I knew this guy who's gonna kill himself, and he did it." It's like always the people you don't think, and I'm like, "Okay, great point," and then but they're like kind of bashing them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Very weird. I don't know.
Not it. No.
I don't like
He's a
him.
weirdo. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, that just came to mind.
Good.
So what have you been up to, Diva Cup?
Working. I'm updating, not updating. I'm a robot. I'm learning a lot of things at my new job.
He's updating.
I'm updating.
I was drinking water. You almost made me
Girl.
choke.
I'm updating. I'm learning a lot of new things at my new job. I'm doing like full haircuts now, which is cool.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm doing haircuts. It's fun. Everyone there's really nice, and I don't know. Life's good.
And I love that for
Yes,
you.
Thank you.
Girl,
How
at the
about
place I go to school, they have a veterinary pathway. You should go do that.
I don't want to do that.
Oh.
I like the creativity you get with like grooming dogs. Like you could, it's, you get some creativity in that field and still make money. And
Right.
I feel like with creative jobs, it's kind of hard to you have to
Uh-huh.
balance.
It's either, especially for creative jobs, I feel like it kind of sucks because it's either like you're creative, but you're not getting paid as like frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, oh, I just did a really good job. Oh, 6 months dry period.
Yeah.
I'm homeless.
Yeah, with grooming, it's a little more consistent. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I
As
love
you
it.
should. I love that for
Yeah.
you.
How about you? What's going on in your life?
Girl, I got a lot going on. Okay.
Oh.
Life update. Okay. So the program I'm in, for those of you who know, or don't know, I guess, I'm in a class to be a pharmacy technician.
Mm-hmm.
Basically already certified. We just have to get our graduation finished. But we have our national certification, like me and like 3 other people in my class have on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really scary. It's on the 29th, the day right after graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So mind you, graduate from class. Actually, literally, final on Tuesday, graduate on Thursday,
Mhm.
bonfire on Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day is the national certification. And then on June 1st, we have our 4 weeks of externships at
Mhm.
like whatever Walgreens you've been assigned to. And then I also by then should be working at a casino.
Yes, I heard about that from my mom.
Oh, did she? How
Proud
did
of
she
you.
know?
Girl, she saw you. I think your brother.
Yeah, my
told-
brother was there.
Yeah, told her.
Because he knows he has. Well, he did give me the job. I'm being a little bit of a nepo baby.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm working at the food court over there, which is probably not a good idea because I'm literally allergic to everything.
Uh-huh.
And I was like going down
Everything everywhere all at
the
once.
stairs, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I just smelled fish. Maybe I
Oh.
shouldn't be working here. Anyway,
It's okay.
fuck it, we'll talk it out. And all that's happening. It's a lot, but
Mhm.
honestly, it's happening, and we're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's gonna be great. You're updating. You're gonna
I
do
am
great, mama.
updating.
You're gonna do so great. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. It's
I'm
really
so
hard
proud
out
of you.
here.
I'm proud of everyone right now. I think
Honestly,
Yeah.
if you manage to survive this far with this shit money and
the
the
economy, the current state of the world.
terror.
Jaden Smith.
Oh my god, I saw somebody who you know how like when Biden was president, they had all those stickers on like gas pumps that were like, I did that.
Yeah.
And this one was like, where are all the Trump stickers? And this one was like, girl, I can't afford gas and a sticker.
A sticker.
And I
Right.
said, that shit, she kind of ate that.
Yeah, it's true though. It's very true. Because it just shows like, it wasn't really that bad what Biden did to the gas
Have you
prices.
heard about the Trump phone?
Yes.
Girl, dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I mean,
stupid. We can't get into the orange man today. We can't.
yeah.
We
Put
can't,
Trump
we
in front of anything and it's stupid. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is graduation season. So those of you who are graduating from community colleges or four-year colleges or high school or middle school or elementary school, kindergarten, I don't know. Just congratulations to y'all. We did that.
Congratulations.
Okay, I'm going to get a little bit woke as we're known to do before we get into like the actual podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen all these speeches that people are doing and they're like, AI is the future. We love AI,
Yes, I've
AI,
seen
AI,
one.
AI. And all the students are like,
Yeah,
boo. And they're like, guys, it's the future. Girl, shut the fuck up.
it's really not.
And also, instead of having people read their names, they're having like an AI read it at some of these schools.
That's ugly.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's ugly.
I don't know if I should go to my college graduation. I'm really not in them. I mean, I said I'm going. I don't really care.
That's fine. Just let AI do it for you.
Yes.
Since
Anyway,
AI is
I
the
think it's
future.
stupid and
Yeah, it's very stupid. Yes.
very dumb.
Not only is it stupid, it's making us stupid.
Mm-hmm,
Fuck AI.
Fuck that.
But yes, congrats to everyone graduating, and for those who aren't in school, congrats on
Honestly,
still surviving.
just because you're not in school doesn't mean your accomplishments are any less valid.
Yeah,
Clock that shit immediately.
that is not the route everyone's gonna take.
Because honestly, there are some people who want to be in school and aren't. There are some people who like just might not be like school is for them.
Mm-hmm. That's
and honestly,
me,
girl.
Me.
Yeah, and it's like there's nothing. I don't like the idea that just because you have a degree, you're like a better person.
Mhm.
I think that shit is stupid.
Girl, you know me. I literally stopped going to class after
Like a semester in.
a semester. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to deal with people. This like the learning environment isn't for me. I have my
No.
own certain ways of learning that isn't sitting in a classroom listening to.
I agree. I don't like the
sorry.
lecture style either. That's why I'm excited for my externship because I really want to get in there and like do that
Mhm.
shit.
That's why I got into dog grooming. You don't need a degree or anything. You can just like start and just be hands on.
Right.
So,
And I live.
so congrats to everyone. Congrats to Gen Z for turning into adults.
Honestly,
We're
I feel like
eating.
we've been awake for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And I love that. I
We've
love
been
y'all.
cooking in the oven.
Even though, imagine there's like a 6-year-old listening to this podcast who just graduated from college. You ate that shit.
You ate that. You ate that.
And I don't like the mentality that like you're supposed to know what you're doing right after high school. And I think it's good that like people, there's a girl, I'm going to call her, girl, I'm not calling her out, but she's a sweetie. She went to a 4-year college and then decided she didn't like it, or like, well, she graduated from it and then was like, fuck it, I'm going to do pharmacy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great because I think we should always have the ability to turn around and like change. Because sticking with the decision you made in like senior year of high school doesn't seem all that
Mm-hmm.
smart, honestly.
Right.
Like if you have something you like to do and you're like, yeah, I want to do this forever, great for you. But I don't think it's like sustainable to just take one thing and stick with it.
You gotta do other things.
So I always agree
Backup
with like
plans.
changing your mind and like if something doesn't work out for you, change it.
Yes.
I feel like there is a lot of that thing, especially where it's like, oh, I picked this and if I don't go through with it, I'm like a disappointment and I feel bad,
Mm-hmm.
which is not true.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel bad for changing your mind or dropping out or, changing with your life plan.
Right.
Because as people grow all the time and you
Yes.
can't just stick to one thing forever.
Just be human. That's
Speaking, we're getting very deep already. So the topic of this episode is
It's
philosophy.
Okay, look at us getting deep, mama.
Girl, the deep.
Oh my god, the season finale of The Boys came out, and we won't be seeing the deep no more. I'm not spoiling anything, but
Did they kill my man?
it was so obvious he was gonna die. I'm so sorry. Sorry if I spoiled it to anyone, but like you should have watched the episode by now. It's a season finale.
That came out this morning.
Yes, but considering how long you take to edit an episode, it won't be until
Okay.
next month. So
Okay, I'm a very busy person.
I'm sorry. I'm in my Lucius Massacre reading level right now.
You and I'm illiterate.
Okay. Should we get into
Girl,
it?
let's get into the philosophy.
The philosophy of it all. Okay. Let's start at the very beginning, shall we? Or not me skipping over the definition of philosophy.
Girl, unprofessionalism.
Okay, sorry. Damn. Clock that out.
No.
Okay. So, you might be like wondering, what is philosophy? Like, what do you think of when you think of the word philosophy? Just at the top of your head.
I think of old Greek men in
Okay.
fancy robes.
And twinks.
And twinks.
Yes.
The oiled up dolls.
Right.
Sitting on like the stairs and being like, the meaning of life is this. And
Right. Eating grapes.
eating
Ambrosia,
grapes, yes.
All that.
High off the molly, high off a perk.
The Molly. Okay. I like that. Period.
And the communal toilets.
Right.
Greece and Rome were something else back in the Okie Smoky Pokey days.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. They were, though. Okay, so philos in Greek means love, and Sophia means wisdom. So the word philosophy means love of wisdom. And it's this love of wisdom that guides philosophers to explore deep, difficult questions about life. Thoughts?
And I live.
It explores topics like logic, aesthetics. Shout out to the aesthetics episode.
Go listen to that.
Ethics, metaphysics, and much more, which we'll get into later, hopefully.
I hope so.
So, I don't know. Did you ever take a philosophy class?
I
No.
did not. I
Oh.
don't think so. I wanted to get into really into like reading philosophy books, but I'm really lazy, and it
Mhm.
takes me like literally 5 years to finish a book.
Not only that, but like philosophy books are kind of hard to read sometimes.
Yeah.
So-
Oh. Okay. Side topic, real quickly.
Hmm.
Have you seen? You probably not because you're not on TikTok. But there was like a test where they were like telling like high schoolers to read a sentence,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like her silhouette was elegant yet gauche or some shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then the people were like stiletto, like they could not read it,
Yes.
and I think that's just crazy. The literacy rate in America is dropping.
especially like Gen Alpha.
Oh yes,
They
girl,
can't read for shit.
girl, I can't read.
We know that, girl, but
Baby,
we're talking about
you
Gen
can't
Alpha.
read.
You can't read at all. But yes, that is philosophy, the love of wisdom.
I think it is very human to like want for knowledge and like want to know why things happen.
Yeah, because I don't really agree with the whole like the less we know, the better.
I don't agree either.
I think the more we know, the better.
But what do you think about ignorance is bliss?
What do you mean, like ignorance is bliss?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's stupid.
Really?
I don't know.
Like there's probably somewhere out there who's like, oh, like okay, imagine this. You're 10 years old, you're living in this, you're like 2026, right? You don't know anything about the economy, about
Mhm.
what's going on. You're going to be happier than somebody who like someone of the same age who's like, my parents are going to lose the house. Oh my God.
That's true, but like at a certain point, it is gonna catch up to you, and you're
Mhm.
gonna be wondering, why is this happening? So
I
I
do-
think it's important to know some things about it, but like not too much about it, so
Right.
you don't destroy yourself. But if you do want to know everything about it, then go ahead.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't really cross a line too much just for your own mental health.
But you said not, but you want to know everything.
No, you should
'Cause
know
there's, like, a
everything,
fine
but like
line.
not everything in a way. You know what I mean? Not too much.
I think if the more you know a little bit, it kind of steps more into like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because there's a point, like this is how I feel about death, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, obviously you don't want it to happen, but there's literally nothing you can do about it, so it
Mhm.
doesn't matter.
Right. I think
That's how I
it's a
feel.
fine balance.
Yeah.
It's a fine balance for sure.
Because I feel like there's a line where it's like, I know what's happening and I
Mhm.
know that I can still affect it, but if you know so much,
Mm-hmm.
where like there's like nothing you can do as a singular person to change it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we need to educate the people.
Educate the dolls, mama.
Because
Educate
if you know something isn't working and you know why it's happening, you can go to other people, and then together as a
Exactly.
community we can come together.
Yes.
That's why I need to stay woke.
Yes. Stay woke.
I'm feeling very woke.
Stay woke. Stay broke, mama. Love that.
Not stay broke. Isn't it what they say? Where they're like, go woke, stay broke.
Yeah.
go woke.
Honestly, I just brought that up because of the new scary movie that's coming out, and like the scary movies, right?
Yeah.
Like the posters are all sitting in like movie theaters, and it's showing all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this one character in the back that's holding up a sign that says, "I'm so woke, I'm broke." So the whole movie's basically going to be about like making fun of woke people. So
Ugh.
that's gonna be so fun.
The wokeism, people being mad about people who are woke really pisses me off. I hate the word woke.
Yeah.
That's why I started using it as like a joke. Oh, bars. But I think it's so stupid to be like, oh, you're
Yeah.
woke. Girl,
There's
because I
also
think people should have
yeah.
rights. Who
Who?
said that? Oh my God.
No, we shouldn't have rights.
No.
Take it away. There's also this one scene in the trailer of the new scary movie coming out. Also, nobody watched that fucking movie, but the scene was someone was about to get killed in like a train or something, right?
Uh-huh.
And then this girl was like, well,
Oh, transphobic
hold
boots.
on. Hold on. Well, the
No.
actor was a girl, mama. Anyways, the killer said something about their gender, and the girl was like, "Well, I'm not binary," and then started getting into this like whole tangent. I'm like,
Can we hate watch it?
what the fuck is happening? This is the same joke over and over again. Gender. Oh, I'm a helicopter. I'm a fucking beaver.
Can we hate
Does
watch
get
it after this?
tiring? No.
I want to hate watch it.
I'm not. I'm not spending my hard-earned
Girl,
money
pirate.
on that.
I mean,
Well, yeah, pirate it, but like, I feel like I'm
No.
gonna get pissed even if I watched it.
I feel like it's fun to just shit on stupid movies.
Yeah, it is. But
Yeah.
anyways, let's get back to
Get
the
a new
topic.
joke. Okay. Anyway, yeah, philosophy.
Philosophy. What were we talking about? Where I got sidetracked.
The meaning.
Oh wait, we were talking about like knowing too much.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's end that real quick. I don't even think about philosophy as knowing too much. I just feel like it's just the baseline of like, this is what it means to be human.
Mm-hmm.
These are some ideas that you can go off of. These are guidelines. This is a map.
Right.
But when you asked me that question, like knowing too much, you also brought up like politics and stuff. So that's
Mhm.
where my mind went. Like, okay, knowing too much about politics and what's going on in the world. Well, I feel like that's very different from philosophy.
Right. Because
Um,
philosophy is more like nature and human beings as like a whole.
Yes.
And
So
philosophy is just the issue of man.
yeah. So that's what I was answering earlier. Knowing too much about like what's happening is a bit daunting.
Right.
And is not good for your mental health. So yeah. But knowing about philosophy, you can question that shit forever and
Mm-hmm.
end up in multiple like answers and stuff. But yeah. Okay. So let's start at the very beginning, shall we?
We shall.
You want to start us off? And
Okay.
do you have the notes on you?
Yeah, girl, my reading,
Okay, work.
a girl talking shit about literacy skills, and I can't even say it. Literacy skills.
Or you're updating.
And
It's okay.
I'm rebooting. Okay. In the 5th and 6th century, humans believed
Oh.
everything was controlled by Greek gods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the volcano near our village is erupting and killed thousands. It's because Hades stubbed his toe and was pissed. Girl, did you actually write that?
Yes.
You're ugly and nobody wants you. Maybe Aphrodite doesn't like you.
Girl, it's crazy how people used to think that way back then.
Do they not still think like that?
I mean, they
though?
do, but like everyone and their mamas was like Greek gods. This, which, not talking shit about Greek mythology. I think Greek mythology is like awesome, but
Mhm.
like it's crazy that everyone.
The
believed
blind
that.
like faith in that era was Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
The blind faith in that era was kind of crazy.
it is because like, I feel like that thinking that way is like bad. Like
Mhm.
your mom just died,
like
and you're like, oh, it's okay. The god of that was like,
it's
it
because
was her
Hades
time.
was horny and he was like,
Oh,
"Yes, girl, get
yes,
down
girl, you're
here.
kind of hot. Get down here, mamas.
Girl,
you
let's
know?
make hell even hotter."
But yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I mean, people do still think like that. I'm not talking shit about religion. Like,
I am. No, I'm kidding.
oh, I love religion. No, I don't. Hold on.
I
Take
was
that back.
I was at one of my friend's birthday parties. Hi, Evan. Happy birthday. And one of his friends was there. I'm like tied up in this fucking thing.
Oh.
And one of his friends was there. And she's also a Middle Eastern. And
Uh-huh.
she was like, What do you believe? What do you believe? And we like just got, I think she was like also like crossfaded because I think she was smoking weed and drinking a bit.
Okay, girl, me too.
And she was just like, so what? What do you think? And we just had this really brief conversation. And honestly, she's a sweetie. I love her. And we were just talking, like, we got really deep into, like, not really deep, but we got, like, midway deep about,
The
like,
deep, yes.
religion.
Mhm.
Yes. And it was kind of fun.
Good.
Because I haven't met another, like, queer Middle Eastern person.
Mhm.
So that's always fun.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Girl,
Conversations like that are very
I
important.
love you, baby girl."
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, I think the blind faith is always a little bit scary.
It's very scary, but not to talk shit about mythology or religions in any sense. You
Yeah.
do you, boo.
Honestly, and we've said it 100 times on this store, on this show. We'll say it a other
Did you say store?
I said sure.
Oh, I was like, what?
We've talked about it 100 times, and we'll say it 100 more times. Like on this podcast, You are allowed to believe whatever you want.
Yes.
And I genuinely mean that. I don't like the mentality of like, I'm not super religious, so you shouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
religious.
As long as you're not forcing on anyone, you're not like hurting anyone by it, then you do you.
There was a mosque shooting
Oh,
here
I did hear
like
that.
last week.
Yes, I heard that. That
Scary
was
work, dude. I hope
chills.
everybody. Anyway, I can get into
Rest in
this.
peace to the victims. I hope the families are.
Yeah, it's really
There.
sad. Especially literally, I don't know if I'm just gonna dox this. It literally happened here.
Yeah, it did.
And I'm like, in a place with such a big Middle Eastern population, like you're
That's
really gonna do that shit?
It's so fucking scary.
It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Just times right now.
It's scary.
Just minorities are under attack.
Girl, that could have been my mosque.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was, but I don't think it was. I know it wasn't. But I was like, it could be one day. Like, you never really know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fuck with that.
I'm sorry that happened. People are awful.
Yeah, I hope the families are okay, and I hope those people are brought to justice immediately.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, moving on from the whole mythology thing. Well, not really.
And now you have one more bullet point, girl.
Yeah. So, Thales and Anaximenes were the first to start questioning reality itself. What is reality? What is it made out of? So that's where philosophy started. We started questioning what this shit was made out of. I'm touching my bed. What this shit was made out of.
What this shit right
my
here?
desk, everything. So, what do you think about that? What do you think?
Again, to be human is to wonder.
Yeah.
I be wondering shit all the time.
Curiosity.
Curiosity, girl. I think it's honestly though. Imagine like literally living in like fucking BC, and you're just like, what the fuck is anything? What is going on?
Literally.
And then you're like, wait, what is this shit made of?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Like, how do things work, and how does that shit happen, and how does that affect me, and how do I work, and how do I affect these things?
How did this become to this? Like,
Yeah.
What happened? What happened there? So that's really cool. Okay. So I'm gonna share some things about Thales and Anaximenes and what they thought the universe was made out of.
Right.
They were also like the first ever like physics.
Girl, they were the first of the ones in the metaverse.
Yeah. The metaverse. Girl, let me call. What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg.
Have you seen the gif of him where he's like, "This is my favorite part," and he grows tits?
Excuse me?
There was like an
You're on the internet too much.
No,
What the
no.
fuck?
There's he's like interviewing, and they're in the metaverse, right? And there's like a news anchor, and he goes, "Get ready for this," and he just like his avatar grows boobs, and she's like, "Wow."
Wow. Yeah. What do you say to that? Wow.
Can I play the clip?
Play the clip.
Do you have a favorite feature to use in here?
Yeah.
Something that you think is very cool?
Check this out.
Wow.
So that's pretty neat.
This is so freaking cool.
Well,
You're gonna edit it in?
Yeah, I was gonna edit it.
Okay, I was just gonna say silent. Okay, so Thales. I have a fun fact about him. You ready?
Sure.
Thales was one of the first people. Well, the first ever person to like predict the solar eclipse, which is and he didn't have any like tools back then. All he was literally doing was looking up at the sky and was like, "This is over here. This is over here. On this day, there's gonna be a solar eclipse." That's so cool.
He must have felt so confident for that.
And that solar eclipse, like, that happened, like, whenever time it was ago, it stopped the war. Like, people were about to fight, and then they looked up at the sky, the solar eclipse happened, they're like, you know what, y'all, let's stop fighting.
Let's cut the shit out. We've angered Hades. It's
Yeah,
over.
clock it
Apollo.
This is a sign from the gods, you know? So that's really cool.
That would have been. Imagine that. Imagine I come in here and I'm like, it's gonna start hailing in 5 minutes, and then you're like, what? And then it starts hailing.
You're like,
And then
okay.
I'm like, yes, it's me.
Yeah,
I'm a prophet.
You're my new god.
No,
You're my new
literally.
god. Homelander. Okay.
Ooh, ew, I hate that bitch.
So Thales claimed everything was made out of one single element, water. His reasonings being water can evaporate and turn into other elements. What do you think?
How the fuck does that work?
Girl, like I said, they had no tools back then.
I mean, it would make sense to be like everything is made of water, I guess. But I guess
Yeah.
that shit doesn't really make sense either. Because that's like being like, I spilled water on this sand and then it turned into clay.
Yeah. It's not.
Okay,
I mean,
Minecraft.
I kind of, if I was in that time, I would be like, okay, I kind of believe you. Water can evaporate and turn into clouds.
Right.
So what if it can turn into other things?
Or the water cycle boots.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially if you're like, I cry and I sweat and water comes out of me. I must be made of water.
Yeah. Humans are what, like
70?
70% water too. I'm like, okay.
Girl,
So
that's
what is
why-
the other part? That's where I would start questioning.
Estrogen?
Estrogen. Testosterone.
I said nitrogen.
Oh, estrogen.
Yes, estrogen.
Okay. Okay, Anaximander was a student of Thales. The way I think about it is like Thales is like Princess Celestia and Anaximander is Twilight Sparkles.
Right.
Because Anaximander was Thales' like best student in a way. And
Teacher's pet.
yeah, like you.
Girl.
So,
Not no more. She hates me.
So like especially since Thales predicted like the whole solar eclipse. Like
Oh,
that's very
Celestial
yeah,
boots.
Celestia. Okay. So Anaximander, I kind of like this theory. He believed that everything was made out of like one single element, and it was something infinite and boundless. He referred to it as the apeiron. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that since everyone had something different to say. What do you think about that?
Girl, I'm
So
trying to find it. I lost it.
unlimited
Apeiron? Apeiron?
apeiron.
I don't know. I don't know if I fuck with that.
You
I
don't
mean,
fuck
it's
with
hard now in this day and age being like, actually, water is made of 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen, and you
Mhm.
know, like carbon dioxide and methane and all that shit.
Right.
But I guess back then it would make sense. But honestly, are we not like, okay, space,
Think. Yeah. Yes.
Space. space.
We love
There's
space.
shit in space,
Mm-hmm.
and we are that shit, and our body is made
Stardust?
of stars.
Yes.
We are stars.
Yes, we are.
I feel like I'm giving like that one girl, Sophia. It's hard being an alien.
Okay, Sophia, love of wisdom.
Girl, that's me.
You are.
Because my body's made of crushed little stars, and I've always said that.
I kind of like Anaximander's theory, low key.
That everything's made of the same thing.
Something boundless.
I
You
think
can just
so.
change it to something whenever, like what makes sense. I
That'd
don't
be
know.
so fun. Imagine being like,
So Autumn Eve,
literally, and they'd be like, this bed, airplane.
airplane. Okay, let's move on to the final one.
Wait, hold on. Isn't there? Because there's like this like I don't know if it's like like a theory, kind of like
theory.
scientifically theory
Uh-huh.
shit, where they're like, if you leave an apple in a box that like will like keep all the atoms in it, then
Mhm.
eventually the atoms will like can turn into anything.
Right.
Type shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Type shit.
Type
Ladies.
shit. Girl, you're
Be
straight
like
arrow.
that thing where it's like atoms can change and become like different molecules and shit. So
Mhm.
like at the end, like they can really be anything,
That's
which
true.
kind of does make sense. I don't have a
Makes
science
sense.
degree.
Yeah.
I majored in audio production.
Okay, I kind of fuck with that.
I fuck
though.
with that. Yeah,
If the more you think about it, it's like,
maybe
maybe.
if
And then we have my least favorite explanation, Anaximenes, who claimed the single element was air. His argument being air is everywhere, and air, not everywhere, but like, he
me
thought-
when I'm in space.
and air has the ability to transform into other elements such as water, clouds, fire, and even the earth.
No,
Girl, he just wrote whatever. He copied Thales'
she said,
homework.
"Oh, fire, water, air, baby girl. This is not Avatar. Cut this shit out."
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't like
explanation.
that either. I guess water makes more sense, but if you go like like I guess I can see like air to water and water
Right.
to air and vice versa.
Thales also did like argue that Earth like lives on water, basically. Like Earth is basically water. So I
No.
kind of see that.
I don't fuck with that.
Really?
That the Earth is made of water.
Not made out of water, but like most of it is water.
Right.
So I kind of see why he was thinking like that.
I guess yeah, it would make sense
Kinda.
to be like,
Like
water is
looking out at the
everywhere,
ocean,
so
you know?
everything is water.
Yeah.
Correlation, causation type shit.
Out of all those three, which one would you have believed? Like
this is kind of hard, but I think I'd go with the water,
the water.
or maybe like the apeiron. I feel like that can make a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about like if I was in that time and I don't know what I know now, I would be like, yeah, everything's made of water
Mm-hmm.
because
I fuck
everything
with
can
that.
get wet.
My pussy.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm sucking it.
Okay, I fuck with Anaximander's theory. I just feel like I don't know. It makes sense the more I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But so Thales, Anaximander, and Anaximenes were the first to reject mythology and replace it with rational explanations. They weren't just the first philosophers. They were responsible for initiating the field of metaphysics, the study of the universe.
Ooh.
Okay, I have another like honorable mention of like someone explaining what reality is. This one's kind of spooky, so are you ready?
Ooh.
It's kind of spooky.
Girl,
The more I
dim
think
the
about it.
lights. Start the music.
Dim the lights, mama.
Girl from Dracula.
I know. Dim the lights. I'm
Girl,
dimming the
they
lights.
can't even see that.
I know. That was just was a video podcast.
We should do it again. That was a bitch to edit though. I don't know.
Low key, yeah.
Go watch the what episode was that? Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Fame.
watch our episode Fame and Scary. That shit took a lot to edit, and you guys should go watch it.
Actually, I am gonna dim the lights because this is kind of spooky.
Okay.
So Parmenides stated that reality is an eternal, unchanging illusion.
Ooh.
At least the way like I interpreted his writings is he was trying to say that our senses will only let us see what our brains can handle.
Yeah.
So like no one can truly know what reality is, and questioning reality is useless.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it is. I fuck with that so much. So there's
'Cause-
also this idea called solipsism. Like everything you perceive, colors, sounds, sensations exists only in your mind as neural signals. You've never actually experienced the world directly. You've only experienced your mind's interpretation of it.
This actually holds a lot of weight scientifically too,
Yes.
because I don't know how to describe this exactly, but there's some things where like, let's say you can't see from one eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody throws like let's say like they're playing baseball. Somebody throws the ball and then the other person's hit it.
Right.
You might be able to hear they hit it, and your brain will be like, okay, heard that something got hit. I'm gonna make it up in my mind what happened
Right.
because I can't really see what happened.
Yeah. That makes
So I do agree with that. And there's also the thing of those who have DID, where it's like you experience something so traumatic that like your brain kind of like breaks
Mhm.
a little bit
Mhm.
and doesn't know how to handle it. So it's like, okay, we're gonna troubleshoot this by having other personalities come and try to take care of
Work
this
it out.
trauma.
Yeah. Work it out.
Which is, I think, this actually is really interesting to me.
I fuck with that.
I fuck with that heavy.
And like also thinking about like when people do psychedelics and they start seeing other realities.
Oh, yeah, that's
What if
just
that's
crazy.
like what if that's a true reality? You know.
I think so, because you got to think about it. We're literally just animals.
Yeah.
And there's also like mantis shrimp can see like 100 more or like 1,000 more colors
Yes.
than we can.
Yes, Diva.
So it's all just like what our brains and our like our
Mhm.
body can handle.
And I also think of like shit like deja vu. I feel like that's
I
like
had-
us stepping into like the fourth dimension.
Girl, I had hella deja vu when you texted me earlier today.
Oh, what happened?
I think you texted me like I was like, oh, I'm gonna be there at like 5:30, and I was like walking from my room to the garage, and I was like, I've done this before, and I was like, yes, it's
Yeah.
spooky, girl, spooky
Oh,
legit.
deja vu. Are you okay?
I don't know.
Are
Maybe
we-
I'm
are
just
you alive?
tweaking. Are you alive? Do you live?
But yeah, I fuck with Parmenides' like explanation.
That's
I
kind
think
of
questioning reality, all this is useless until we truly know what reality
I
looks
feel
like.
like I don't really care.
You don't really care. This
I
is like the
feel like-
perfect episode to listen to while high.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're listening to this
Girl,
high, I hope
we
you're
should
having a
have put
fun
this
time.
on 420.
420. You're too late. It's May 20th.
It's May 20. Get high right
A
now.
whole month late. But what were we gonna say?
I think personally, this is for me, because then we're gonna go to the next question, which is literally like, do you ever get scared about thinking about life too deeply?
Yeah.
And I think like no,
No.
because if I won't have any effect on the change of reality.
Mhm.
I'm living my life. My
Mhm.
life won't affect the universe and the thing and whatever.
You don't think so?
No,
I think everyone like in a way is
I
important
think
in a way.
we can affect each other.
Yeah.
But I think like because we're just such a small part of the universe that like realistically I feel like I kind of don't matter in that like grand scheme of things.
How
We're-
does you not mattering like affect you mentally?
I don't know, because I feel like I'm simply just a person.
Okay.
I'm any other animal on this earth, and I'm just trying to make the the
trying to
most
live.
of my life.
Right.
So why would I spend time being like, oh my god, the universe and all these like, what matters, when I'm like, why would I think so deeply when I could be enjoying the life that I have now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why shut myself in being like, no, guys, I need to figure it out. When even if you do figure it out, how does that change your life?
I fuck with that. Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Because you could know the answer to the universe, but
Like, what are you gonna do after?
exactly.
Like,
Which is, this is why I love everything everywhere all at once. Because she saw everything. And
She saw
she
it.
said, I would still rather be here with you, my daughter. And I
yes.
love that.
I love that. You ate that.
Thank you.
You ate
Put
that.
give me a TED Talk.
Honestly, you swayed me in your direction. Sometimes I do get scared about thinking like about life too deeply.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would have nights where I would like almost be greening out, and I'd be like, why do humans live like this? Why aren't things any better? I'm like, well, maybe just like calm down.
Yeah,
Just
it doesn't
fucking
matter.
breathe.
It doesn't matter why we're here. As
Yeah.
long as we make the most of it, which is why I don't like the question, what is the meaning of life? Because that can change from person to person.
Mm-hmm.
My meaning of life could be, I want to hang out with the people I love and do what makes me happy. While someone else is, I want to make as much money as possible, or
Mhm.
I want to see the world, or I want to do this. We're not like a hive mind. We are all individuals who have our own perception of time, of happiness, of sadness, of everything. Like, you can't say there is one meaning of life when we are all individual people.
Exactly.
Clock that. Thank you. I'll
ate
be here all
that.
week.
You ate that.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for coming to Professor Bagel's TED Talk.
Professor. Hey, Evelyn. Bagel.
Good job. That was okay. Yeah,
Girl, thank
I
you.
agree with you.
This is why I'm telling you. If y'all have not seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, y'all need to get on that shit immediately.
Get on it.
That movie radicalized
That
me.
show.
That movie made me woke, and she deserved an Oscar
Yes.
or a Grammy or whichever.
Shout out
one.
lesbians.
Oh, I forgot. No, not her. The daughter.
Yeah. She's a lesbian.
Oh, shout out lesbians.
Shout out lesbians.
Stay woke.
No.
Shout out lesbians.
Shout out lesbians. Okay. Yes. Okay. Modern philosophy today is quite different from where it first began. Now we question everything, everywhere, all at once. Okay. Would you like to get into your notes on absurdism?
Girl,
I've been wanting to learn about this. And since we were just talking about like
Exist-
oh my God, I can't speak. Existentialism and the meaning of life. I'll talk about that later. After
okay.
you.
I feel like I made my notes kind of short, just like kind of like background information, Ali.
It's okay.
And I can't really read, so let's just get into this.
Let's go.
Absurdism is founded on the belief that we live in a chaotic, purposeless universe, and human existence has no inherent meaning. Despite this, humans still try to find or create meaning.
Yes.
Like I was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. It matters what you make of what you matter.
Right.
Right. Albert Campus Campus is
Camus?
considered Campus.
Camus.
Is it Camus?
I've heard someone say it like that. Camus.
Okay, that sounds like Campus, but come get your Campus.
Campussy.
Yeah, Albert. I'm just gonna call him Albert.
Albert.
Albert is considered the founder of absurdism, and they changed it to Campus. How'd you say it?
Camus.
Camus. Okay, Camus sees absurdity
Just say Albert, Mama. It's okay.
arriving from the paradoxical desire to find unfiled.
Would you like to read it over? Hold on. Let's start over.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Explanations in the universe when constantly faced with the inaccessibility of the explanation. Campus, I'm going to call him Campus.
Campus.
Campus proposed that we live with this tension without resorting to despair or false systems of meaning. Criticizing John Paul's Sartre's and the other existentialists for thinking that life is tragic because it's wicked or wretched. Campus emphasized continuing living and joy of faced with absurdity. Distinguished absurdism from nihilism. Nihilism also views the universe as inherently meaningless but rejects all moral and ethics, perhaps even life itself. For Campus, one must live on the face of absurdity, ethically and happily. God, Jesus Christ. So again, separating absurdism from nihilism, which is like nothing matters.
Mm-hmm.
They both agree that the universe is like kind of meaningless,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like more about how you react to the meaninglessism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I kind of fuck with that. What do you think?
Fuck with it. It's like a more optimistic outlook on nihilism.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
it's like even if it doesn't matter, then it
Just
doesn't
like-
matter.
I don't really get people who are into nihilism. I'm like, girl, you're alive right now. Fucking do something. Do something.
No, literally.
The fuck are you gonna sit around for? I'm like, you do like you feel your feels, but like one day you're gonna have to stand up and like do something.
Mm-hmm. Especially for those who are religious.
Yeah.
You could be like, I'm just not gonna do anything.
Girl, clock in.
Lock in, clock in.
But yeah. What are your thoughts on absurd? I can't say that. Absurdism.
I like it a lot.
And the universe is very fucking chaotic, and we're just gonna have to fucking ride it through.
That's kind of what I feel like. Yeah, like life is always chaotic. Nothing is ever guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So enjoy shit while you can.
Yes.
You could. My parents say this a lot. I'll literally be like, "Mom, what are we having for lunch tomorrow?" She's like, "We could die tomorrow," and I'm like,
Oh.
"Okay." She's like, "What if I don't wake up?" I'm like, "Girl."
My favorite meal, dying.
No, but it's true. It's like stop worrying so much about the past and live your present.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Exactly. You ate that.
Thank you. The emergence of absurdist philosophy in the 1940s and the theater of the absurd in the 1950s is no historical coincidence, as thinkers struggled to make sense of the atrocities of the two world wars and the Holocaust, the looming threat of nuclear annihilation, and the expanding view of the universe through a space exploration. Absurdism's response that everything doesn't not make sense seemed like a reason. Oh my God. Absurdum's response that everything does not make sense seemed like a reasonable one. literature of the absurd and the theater of the absurd explore this incomprehensible world and questions on how we might make meanings, or at least laugh when faced with absurdity.
Yes, I love that.
Like again, like if you're in this situation where there's two world wars happening, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Girl, what can you do?
Yeah.
And you simply have to live your best life.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if that honestly, like in a situation, like you would probably want to help people out first and then live your best life. But you know,
Yeah. You do you.
that's what I love. I love absurdity.
Love it.
I think it's important to like when shit goes down to be able to be like, yeah. And you have to laugh at how crazy some shit are sometimes.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love, holler. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Truly nothing will ever make sense, and
The
should
world is
start
crazy.
grasping.
We have a fucking convicted felon in the White House. Oh, I can't get woke in this episode. I'm sorry. I'm trying to leave a little
philosophy
bit lighthearted.
is low-key like rooted in wokeness, though. It really is. So
And
it's
that's why they're
okay.
not teaching it in school.
Exactly. That's why they only teach it in like college. You gotta pay for that shit. Premium.
Premium.
Premium plus.
College
Yeah.
Plus.
Girl, I fuck with absurdism. I've always wanted to learn about it.
And you're welcome for the
Thank
crash
you so
course.
much, Professor Bagel. I love you.
Yes. It's actually Professor Hey Evelyn.
I'm sorry.
Bagel.
Yes, yes. Hey, Evelyn Bagel.
Don't forget the comma next to after Hey Evelyn.
Yes.
Right.
I love that.
Thank you.
So is your first name Evelyn?
No, my first name is Hey Evelyn.
Okay.
And then my middle name is comma. And then my last name is
Okay.
Bagel with an exclamation point.
Okay. Love that.
Thank you.
Congrats on that name.
Thanks. My mom gave it to me.
Okay. So absurdism and existentialism are like they kind of connect. They're like brothers in a way.
They're twins.
They're twins.
Twins.
Mary and Kate.
Right.
Wait, Mary, Kate, and Ashley.
He pointed at his
twins.
tits.
Yes, yes.
For those of you who don't know, Lord has double D's.
Yes, I do. It's hard. So hard. Okay, let's get into existentialism, shall we?
Sure.
Let's get into this really quickly because what time are we on?
42 minutes.
Oh my god, that's already?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, let me get into this real quick. So, have you ever like looked around and like thought, like, what the fuck am I doing here? What's the point of all this?
No.
Never?
No, I do get that a lot when I'm like really anxious. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Mhm.
why?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, girl, sorry to hear I'm scared.
I sometimes I'll be looking at like my life in like a third person view, and I'm like, why am I living like this? You know,
You're like, girl,
like same shit. Like commute to work, go to the fucking gym, sleep, eat. Like is that all I'm doing? You know?
right.
I don't know. So existentialism has helped me with that like feeling. So existentialism sorry, let me restart.
Me when I'm having a stroke.
Existentialism is really about the philosophy that studies what it is to be alive. It isn't defined so much by any unified answer to this question, but by the way in which it rejects traditional answers to questions concerning the meaning and value of human life. That's from the book Existentialism for Dummies.
Real.
So, existentialists, both like believers of God and atheists, rejects not only traditional religious systems that attempt to provide pat answers, but also the possibility of any ultimate answers. Existentialists argue that even if a God and heaven exists, the meaning of this life and how you should live will always be open to questions, requiring decisions you must face as an individual.
Clock that. I agree.
Exactly. Like, how can you disagree to that?
That's what I'm saying. There is no one answer.
Yeah.
There never is. This is what
No.
I'm saying. Honestly, we as humans love to see shit in black and white when nothing ever is.
We like to put ourselves in boxes a lot.
Exactly.
A lot. I don't know why we do that.
We do it all the time with labels and relationships
Yes.
and I don't know, majors. I don't know.
Mhm.
I can't think of anything else.
And like some people like will spend their entire life trying to achieve this one thing, this one goal,
Mhm.
and when they do it, they still feel incomplete. Like, girl, no shit.
It's because
Life isn't about that.
life is about balance and everything. With your work, with your friendships, to your anything.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put all your eggs in one basket because then your other basket will be empty.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put that in a quote book and get it tattooed on you. I ate that shit.
You ate that shit.
You can't put your
Oh
eggs
my
in one
God.
basket because the other one will be empty.
Exactly. Hasn't someone already said that?
Oh,
Wait
who
a
said
minute,
that?
Mama. I've heard that quote before.
Wait.
Someone
wait.
has already
No,
said that.
I came up with that right now. Don't piss me off.
Wait, don't piss me
Let
off.
me Google it. Okay,
Look
wait. You
that
keep
shit
talking.
up.
I'm gonna Google this.
Hold on. I've heard that before. I swear I have.
Well, I made it up first.
Okay. You look that up.
Girl, are you just not gonna finish your story? Your
No, I'm waiting for
chapter?
you to look it up.
Okay. I think there's just one thing, because all I'm saying is don't put your eggs in one basket.
Hmm. Girl, it doesn't matter. I'll
It
put that
says,
shit in a book.
what does the Bible say about putting your eggs in one basket? It'll be like,
Okay.
let's wait.
You know what? Let's move
Let's read the
on.
Bible.
Let's read the fucking Bible.
Okay, next.
Okay. So what they're basically saying is that existentialism pushes you to find meaning for yourself, and that you should stop trying to look for the meaning of life because there isn't one. There really isn't.
There is not.
Stop looking for one. There isn't one. You're not gonna find it.
Because there is what you make of it.
Yeah.
If
Just like how there isn't a meaning to the universe, there isn't a meaning to life.
sometimes things just exist to exist,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
That's okay. Just exist, girl. Exist. Be present in the moment. That's
Live,
what they're
laugh,
trying to
and
say.
love, bitch.
Be fucking present. Like, look at the trees outside. Be like, oh, that's Mother Nature. She ate.
That's mother.
Yeah, that's Mother. But yeah. It also pushes you to like, you're like in the driver's seat. You create your own meaning on what it means to be alive through your choices, actions, and values.
Exactly.
Cunty.
It's really what you make of it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep repeating that. It is.
It is what you make out of it. Like,
Truly, it does not matter.
yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you live or die tomorrow. As long as you enjoy your life and what you made of it.
Right.
If you can look back on your deathbed and be like, I enjoyed my time, then I think you're good.
Yeah. I think that's the meaning of life, in my opinion.
Right.
If you're at your final moment of life, you're just like, yeah, I'm satisfied.
I did
Bye-bye.
everything I could,
Yeah.
and I'm gone.
It's like a feeling of calmness washing over you. If I'm not feeling that by like, I'm like, oh, like almost 80, I feel like I need to do something.
Like, I'll go donate to the
I
poor.
gotta make a bucket list.
We should
a
make
bucket
one.
list. Yeah. What would you put on your bucket list first?
Oh, I don't know. I want to do something achievable, but also like, I don't know, fun. Love to own a house. Love to own a house. I'd want to like positively affect something, like maybe like donate a shit ton of money to like saving the rainforest or something, or like I don't know, go to explore like the world or some shit. I don't know.
Mine would just be random shit, honestly.
A part
Mine
of-
would just be like jump out of a plane, skydiving.
right.
I want to go in a hot air balloon, just like human shit.
You know, I made this on one of my Instagram posts where I said wanting to be remembered is inherently human, and I fully live by that because a part of me wants to be like, I want to have like positively affected something in the world before I leave. Like I could say I can say now that I've positively affected people in my life, but like I kind of want it to be like on like a higher scale. So I don't know.
I fuck with that.
I don't know. I just
Okay.
I like the feeling of being helpful and being needed, and I feel like that's kind of, you know, I want to be there for people.
Yeah.
Upload me to the
You are
cloud.
very helpful.
Upload me to the cloud.
Okay. So a lot of movies we watch are like touch on the theme of existentialism.
Right.
Barbie.
Right.
Barbie starts to feel dissatisfied in her existence in Barbie Land, which is basically paradise.
Because ever think about dying?
Yes, I do all the time. After she finds out the real world isn't what she thought it was, and in the end, Barbie makes a decision to stay in the real world and experience human emotions, experience growth, become old, and would eventually die. So would you, if you were living in paradise, would you choose to stay there and like live the same day every day, or like
Absolutely not.
would you? So you would be okay with like feeling struggle sometimes, pain.
Yeah.
That's part of human life.
That's I think so too.
That's part of it.
Because if you live in perpetual happiness, then after a certain amount of time, it's gonna feel like nothing. You're gonna go numb from the happiness.
Yeah.
Like drugs. If you take the same level, if you're doing coke every day, eventually the same dose of coke is not gonna be enough for you. So you need the lows to appearance to appreciate the highs.
Yes, exactly.
Again, balance. Everything is balance.
Everything is balanced. The universe is good and bad. Everything.
You can't. To be human is inherently to be flawed, and to be flawed is to be human.
Exactly. God, we are eating this episode up.
I know. My teacher had and when I was in college, he had a sign that said "To err is to human," which is like to be flawed is to be a person. And I agree with that. I'm like,
Can't.
you can't really appreciate life if you don't know what like the lows are. You know.
Yeah. Humans, and it's okay if you make mistakes. Humans make mistakes. That's one of the most like sad things ever.
Exactly. You need to make mistakes, or else you'll never grow.
Exactly.
You'll just plateau and be at the same level forever.
Exactly. But I love the Barbie movies. So I'm gonna rewatch
I
that.
fucking love the Barbie movie.
You rewatch Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm gonna rewatch Barbie.
Girl, let's do it tonight.
So
Movie night.
Fucking good.
Movie
I love
night. Right. I need to go home in an hour and take my drugs.
it. Go home, girl. Let's make this quick. Toy Story also touches on existentialism. We follow sentient toys trying to find meaning in a world without an inherent divine purpose. While toys have a manufactured purpose, their existence and true identity are determined by their choices and self-awareness.
Exactly.
I love Toy Story.
Honestly, I like that a lot too, where you said like they may be manufactured for a certain purpose, but their life is still up to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is like, you can be a doctor, but that doesn't mean you're just a doctor.
Yeah, that doesn't define who you are.
You can be just a fucking mechanic or some
Yeah.
shit.
Cause like strip all that.
But
shit
that's
away.
just a part of you.
Yeah, strip all that shit away. We're all the same.
Yeah,
We're all the fucking same.
baby, because we're all born naked and the rest is drag.
I'm not gonna explain this. If you want to watch like a real movie about existentialism, watch Pixar's Soul. I love Soul.
I love Soul.
Such a good movie.
I watched it on TikTok.
Girl, don't do it. Okay, any lingering thoughts about existentialism? Then we'll move on to like our questions.
No.
No? Okay.
I think I've repeated what I need to say.
Awesome.
I think we're good.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on to our final topics, which is the questions. I'm excited.
Dun dun dun. Please leave your answers in the comment section below.
Yes.
Because Spotify does have a comment section,
Yes.
and if you're not using Spotify, I don't know, DM us on Instagram.
I'm just gonna delete this first question because we already answered it. Does
Which
life
one?
have a meaning? Hell no.
Fuck no.
Okay. And we already answered this too. Hold on.
Which one?
Well, kinda. Well, no, not really. Never mind. We'll answer it. Would you like to ask the first question, Ms. Zebra or
Yes,
Professor Bacon?
Not Professor Zebra. Wait, I need to find the. I'm still on my absurdism notes. Hold on. Holes for philosophy.
Professionalism.
Would you choose immortality if you could never die? No, I don't want that.
No. I was watching this show. It's called The Good Place.
Oh, I heard of it. Yeah.
Amazing show. So once you get into like the good place, which is basically heaven, you can spend as long as you want there. Like, well, you have no choice. You're just there forever.
Right.
And people had like this dilemma that people who were there for like forever now, they're like, well, I just feel kind of like empty inside. Like there's nothing left for me to do. And I don't know why people want immortality so
I
bad.
don't think so either. Because honestly, here's my answer to this question. Absolutely not. I think, again, to be human is to make connections and to be a part of a community. Humans are inherently social animals.
Mm-hmm.
And if you live forever and you're just watching everybody you love die, your life kind of slowly loses meaning.
Yeah, you're watching everyone die.
You're like, why would I go make that friend? Why would I go help that person
Yeah.
if they're going to die in a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Like, nothing matters to you anymore. And I think the point of happiness is, again, I only have so much time on this earth.
Yes.
60, 90 years max.
Yes.
Why would I spend my time worrying about this when I could be enjoying my life?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. I can't
So we just
support
keep
that.
going back to that thing, like enjoy your fucking life.
Enjoy your
Enjoy
life.
now.
You
or
right
else-
now, if you're sitting down, whatever you're doing, studying,
Mm-hmm.
work, get the fuck out. Go
I
touch
hope
some grass.
everyone takes that away from this episode, honestly.
Yeah, we should be doing shit because nothing is guaranteed. Truly, go to the beach, go touch some sand, go
Mhm.
swim, go ask out the person
Shake
you
your
like, do
ass.
anything.
Yes. But yeah.
Stop worrying about the consequences. If you stay so worried and what might happen, you'll never know what will happen.
Mm-hmm. I was reading a book that says mortality makes us human, and it's true.
It does.
It's true. Yeah. And mortality is also very scary.
No, I don't want
I
to.
don't fuck with that.
Because what if the world explodes and you're just there?
No, literally, you're like at the end of like the universe, and you're gonna have to wait for how long until the next
Fuck,
one
I gotta wait
pops
for the
up?
next Big Bang.
God damn
Okay,
it.
question. Do you think time is circular? Like, do you think it's a loop? Do you think everything that happens will happen and will continue to happen?
I don't think time exists.
Real.
I think time is like something we made up. It's just like, okay, you know.
So you think?
I think something's. I don't think time exists, but I feel like everything, everywhere, all at once is becoming into something. Everything's always becoming into something. You know. That's my idea. Yeah.
So like you think in like 1,000 years from now, it'll still be this, like people will still happen.
1,000 years from now, oh definitely. But like, a billion years from now, I feel like the universe is just gonna reset. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You think like it'll reset and then they'll be, like humans will happen again? Or
Maybe
no?
a different life for sure. Maybe
Right.
like I
I think
a
sun
multiverses,
sun
maybe?
explodes,
Yeah.
and then millions of billions of years later, new sun,
Mm-hmm.
new species.
Yeah.
I'm saying
And even if it's all the same, because like the Big Bang is like, what if it just recreates everything, but like things are slightly different? I don't know.
And that's deja vu.
Deja vu, mama. Okay, I fuck with that.
Okay,
Mhm.
girl, we're getting conspiracy theory boots up in here.
Okay, this one's it's simple, but the more you think about it, it's like why are we here? So the question is, why is there something rather than nothing? Ooh,
Something rather than nothing.
as in like, why does anything exist when
When-
nothingness was an option?
Bless you. I think something exists because we make it exist.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like this is a hard question
Yeah,
because I feel like you could be like things exist because I witness it and I use it and it's a part of my life. Then it exists.
No, I mean like the universe itself. Like, why does the universe exist? Why, like, instead of nothingness, why is the universe here?
Girl, because that was a 50-50. There could have been a thing where the Big Bang never went off and nothing ever happened.
It's just weird. Like, what's all this?
How did this happen? How did we get here?
No, for real.
I don't like this question.
I don't like thinking about it too much. So, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna push it even harder. Do you think a god exists?
Sometimes I feel like yeah, but sometimes I feel like no. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, okay, coincidence, God. I don't know. There have been times where I'm gonna get spooky.
Okay,
There's been times where I'm like, show me this if something's gonna happen, and then
and then it
and then I
happens.
see it,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, what the fuck?
I do that sometimes too.
And I'm like, I mean, a part of. I think I think I believe in like a higher being, whether that's the universe or God
Mhm.
or whatever. But a part of me is like, I believe in it, but a part of me doesn't support it.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm like, oh, you're all knowing and all powerful, yet you choose to do this.
Yeah.
Which is like far from me to be it to like judge God, but I'm like, I don't know.
Let me get my 2 cents on this.
Okay, go.
2 cents podcast.
They don't
I feel like
even-
I say that every
You
fucking
do,
time.
and they don't. I don't think they record any podcast anymore.
Oh, really?
No,
I'm gonna start crying.
I don't think so. I haven't seen a new episode in a long time.
I think the universe is alive. I feel like that's like my own religion. I made it up. I think the universe is alive, and the universe was just like, bitch, I'm bored. Let's do something.
Oh,
Yes.
hydrogen, oxygen,
Yes.
nitrogen, potassium.
Bang.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel like if you were the universe, right? Would you want to stay nothing forever? Like you're gonna want to do something, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Somebody said we are the universe experiencing
yes,
itself,
that's what I was getting to.
and I love that.
Yes, I love that.
That's
especially,
so cute.
Especially since we were just talking about like we're made out of stardust.
That's
Girl,
so cute. I love that.
we are the universe. Okay. Can I bring up this quote real quick?
We are everything and we are nothing. Yes. Don't you looking for your phone like it's not right there?
Oh my god, I love this quote. If I can even find it, hold on. Okay, this is a Eastern philosophy quote.
Right.
Eastern philosophy is more spiritual. You might like it.
So you're
'Cause, you
calling
know-
me a hippie.
No, because you're a witch.
Oh.
Okay. So this is a conception about death.
Okay.
Buddhist monk said it.
Right. So you think I'm Middle Eastern, so I have to be Buddhist? Right. Right.
I posted this on my story. You probably didn't see it, but it's okay.
Oh.
Picture a wave in the ocean. You can see it, measure it, its height, the way the sunlight refracts when it passes through. And it's there. You can see it, and you know what it is. It's a wave. And then it crashes into the shore, and it's gone. But the water is still there. The wave was just a different way for the water to be for a little while. That's one conception of death for the Buddhists. The wave returns to the ocean where it's from and where it's supposed to be.
Right.
Isn't that beautiful?
So
We're just going
so
back
life
into the
is the
universe.
wave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I like that.
universe. We're just going back into the universe when we die.
I
I
agree.
love that. Okay.
Because if I die, then my atoms and my molecules and my cells can be something else.
Yes. Okay. You want to move on to the next question because I know you have to take your pills.
What is consciousness?
What do you
Again,
think?
the universe experiencing itself.
Okay, let's just skip that.
I live. Next.
Do we have free will?
This question is for you. What the fuck?
You want to read those?
The question of free will asks whether humans are the ultimate authors of their actions or if every decision is determined by a prior cause.
Because this is proven by science too. Your brain already makes a decision for you before you even make it. So are you making it? Like, do you have free will, or is your brain already determining it for you?
Honestly, okay, this is gonna get kind of weird.
Okay.
I think sometimes I feel like my brain and my body are not the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they feel very differently because my body will be like, have a panic attack right now, and my body's like, we are fine. Why are we tweaking? So honestly, I feel like it's kind of like I think we do have free will,
Really?
but also, do you know what I'm talking about with the brain and the body thing? Where sometimes I feel like they're not one thing; they're like separate.
I don't get that. No.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm just weird.
No, it's okay. Explain.
Oh my god, wait,
Explain.
did I tell
Explain
you?
your perspective.
No, wait, I need to get into this first. I saw a psychiatrist recently because I want to get tested for having ADHD because mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, I have like a list of things, of like whatever ones we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, do you often have like the feeling that you need to do something multiple times in order to just to like I don't know, you just have to do it multiple times. And I was like, oh yeah, I have this thing where if I'm like grabbing a spoon from the cupboard, I have to like rinse it
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over again because sometimes I feel like it's not clean enough. So I'm literally sitting there and like rinsing the same spoon like 30 times. And she's like, oh, if you want medication for your spoon thing. And I was like, yes, my spoon thing. And I was like, no, I don't
Spooning.
want my spoon thing. Thank you.
Girl. I'll
But
put
yeah,
you in spoons.
there's like some things like that where I'm like, why is my brain actively not working?
Right.
Or like where I'm studying and I'm like, okay, brain, work, brain. And my body's like, no. And my brain's like, yes, bitch, work. And I'm like, no. The like executive dysfunction of it all is like kind of really
It's
annoying.
okay, we're all a little autistic. It's fine.
Girl, kill me right now.
Yeah, do you? So would you say do you think we have free will or no?
I think so.
I think it can be both.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd like that idea. That again, black and white.
I don't know how to say this. Compatibilism suggests that free will and determinism, which is your brain already picking the decision for you,
Mm-hmm.
can coexist, defining free will as the ability to act according to one's desires without external. What the fuck is that word?
External what?
COERCION. Girl, I can't read for shit. This is the worst episode to start.
Oh,
That's not.
coercion.
Yeah, whatever.
That coercion.
Even if those desires are casually determined.
I agree because there's times where you feel like you're like you do something, you're like, why did I do that?
Right.
So I think so. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Cool.
Where
Okay.
it's like my body's just like, why not? Fuck it.
Okay. Are you ready for the final question?
Let's get into
This
ethics.
one, you're gonna need to think about. Do you have an answer for this already?
No.
Okay. We'll explain it to the people.
I thought about it for a little bit, and then I forgot what I thought about.
Oh, it's okay.
Good dementia. I'm telling you, it's really hard out here.
I asked this question to some of the people I know in IRL, and they needed like 2 days to think about it. So
And I thought about it. I think I came up with my decision that day.
cool. So, the trolley problem is one of the most famous thought experiments from ethics, the study of principles relating to the right and wrong conduct, morality. This thought experiment puts you in a stressful situation. A runaway trolley is speeding down a track. If the lever next to you isn't pulled, it will kill 5 people tied to the rails. But if you pull the lever, the trolley will switch into another track where there is 1 person tied down. Do you pull the lever and kill 1 person, or do you do nothing and let the trolley continue in its path and kill 5 people?
What would you do? This is gonna tell me a lot about you. What do you do?
Well, like what?
Would you pull the lever?
I would not pull the lever.
I would
No.
pull the lever.
I would not pull the lever. This is gonna be fun because we need to argue.
I would pull the lever
I wouldn't.
because I feel like if I don't pull the lever when you could have made a difference, those 5 lives are still on you.
No.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Really?
I don't agree.
But if you had the chance to
So-
change something and you didn't,
If I never wanted to be in a situation, so why should I be responsible to make that decision to take someone's life away purposely?
right?
So that's where my thought process goes. It's not whether If I let the trolley continue in its path, I'm like, well, okay, that's just the nature's, that's what nature wanted.
Your fate's design.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Technically, I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting it happen.
I feel like I don't agree.
You don't agree?
Because I feel like even if you never wanted to be put in that situation, you kind of are. So it's like you're already a variable in this experiment. And if you don't do anything, then I feel like in my mind, those 5 people's lives are still on me.
I don't see that.
Because I feel like I could have saved them, but I didn't. You know what I mean?
That way, no.
So my girl, fuck that one person.
Unfortunately, I don't see it that way. They were gonna die anyways, which is an awful thing to say. I thought about this question very deeply, like, oh my god, what would Superman do? Superman would fucking fly out the trolley and save everyone, but you can't do that.
Who says?
Superman, bitch.
Bitch, I would fly and I would save them.
I just don't see myself making the conscious decision
To take
someone's life rather than just like letting nature take its course. I can't do that.
I can see that too,
I can't.
honestly, where it's like, who am I to decide?
Yeah.
It's like, if that was going to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to say what you would do in a situation. I feel like if I could sit here all day and be like, I would pull a lever. But I feel like when it comes to being there and being like, I don't know what I would do, a part of me would probably just be like, I can't. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But then like a part of me, I could be like, I think it would be better to kill the one person. But a part of me is like, I don't know if I would ever. I don't know if I would be there and see that person on the tracks and be like, I'm gonna pull that lever. Because what if that's like, I don't know, a future doctor or some shit. I don't know. I hate that argument. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of variables to this, but the way I'm seeing it, it's just random people.
Yeah.
Just normal everyday people,
I don't like the argument of like, you shouldn't kill. Like, this is like abortion talk, but like, your child could have been a doctor. Girl, shut up. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next topic.
No. There's still more to this.
Oh, is there really?
Many people take the utilitarian route to maximize happiness and minimize suffering for the greatest number of people. They argue that pulling the lever is the morally correct choice, since saving 5 lives is better than 1. Like what you said.
Like me.
You take the utilitarian route. Many people also argue that pulling the lever makes you responsible for that one person's death, since the trolley was never going to hit them in the first place until you pulled the lever. Doing nothing means you caused no harm. You merely allowed it to happen.
Right. But what if there's another trolley that the brakes don't work, and then the lever gets pulled automatically, and then that person gets run over? So 6 people just died.
Variables.
Mathematics.
Okay, can I put you in a very similar situation? You're still choosing to kill 1 to save 5.
Right.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Same shit. You're a doctor.
Right.
5 people need an operation, like a surgery, right? And you're the only one that can save them. But there's this one person that's perfectly healthy. Like, he's never going to die. Not he's going to die, but like
eventually,
not
but not
right now. His organs are perfect for those 5 people. Would you kill him?
No.
So exactly. So like, what the fuck is the difference between that and
I
that?
don't. This is hard.
I'm sorry. I don't see the difference. I'm not gonna kill someone just to save 5 lives. I'm not doing that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want any part in this shit.
Yeah. So like,
But you know that
let nature take its course. We're gonna die anyways.
Where like, let's say you're there for a headache and you're an organ donor, they'll be like, oh, give this man like the max level of drugs, kill this man immediately.
Yeah.
Like they'll kind of take less care of you if you're an organ donor to harvest your organs.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
That's it. Like in a perfect utilitarian world. That's how people would be doing it. And I don't see it.
I don't like that.
I don't see it.
No,
so
I'm low key. I don't like that. You've converted me.
So I wouldn't pull the lever. I'm sorry. I'm not killing anyone to save 5 people. You were gonna die anyways. I hope you're at peace with that. Goodbye.
Rest in peace. Pray to your God.
Okay.
Or if it's like an old man, like sure, kill the old man.
Yeah.
Like he's had enough. He's tied to the
again,
trolley.
like variables. Young people versus old people.
Yeah.
You know?
If he was 50,000 years old and he can't even climb up the railing, let him go. He's had his
Yeah.
time.
Like it's about his time.
If they voted for Trump, kill all 6 of them.
You know our hairstylist Maddie. She said we can say her name. She was like, I asked her this trolley problem question.
She listens to the pod.
No. I just asked her the question. So she was like, she would take the utilitarian route, but she was like, well, if it was Donald Trump, she pulled the lever.
I fucking love her.
She's the best.
I haven't talked to her. When did you talk to her?
I talked to her last Friday. I was getting a haircut.
Oh.
So I did some consensus in real life. I asked 8 people this question. It was a tie. 4 people said
4 to 4.
yes. 4 people were like they wouldn't
Can
pull
we get
it.
them on the pod?
And then four said they would. So
It's really like
either
a split
either
shit.
or.
Again, person to person variables.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what you would do right now because we're out in a room.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring up my good Judy from the Philippines. She said, which almost swayed me. She said she would feel more awful like not doing anything, because she did have that option, like what you said. But
Yeah, because personally, I'd feel like those 5 days would still be on me.
I don't see it that way.
I
I'm so
know.
sorry.
That's just how I feel. 'Cause I
Yeah.
feel like I could have done something,
It's
but
also
I didn't.
feeling based. It isn't just about like
It's because I'm an
facts.
empath and you're a bitch,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
No, well, technically, choosing to kill someone purposely isn't being a bitch.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, I get where you're coming from, where you don't want to do anything. You're like, I'm not
Yeah.
a part of this shit coming out.
You're gonna die anyways. Die.
Like, this train has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
not-
Stop
I'm not
that
gonna-
train.
I'm not getting arrested because I pulled a lever that I'm not supposed to pull.
Yeah. Like we all wish we could be Superman and save everyone, but that's not.
That's just not
possible.
what works.
Okay. Yeah. That's all. We answered everything. So what do you think?
Period. I think philosophy is a very interesting topic. Please
Extremely.
let us know your opinions in the comment section down below. Follow us on Spotify, on Apple Music, on YouTube podcast. No, we're on YouTube. On
Follow us on
YouTube, we're
Pornhub.
under title here pod, which I don't know. It's fine. Go on YouTube.
Mhm.
Follow us on YouTube. Follow
YouTube.
us on Apple Podcast. Follow us on Spotify.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram at title here pod. So where does we have
Everything
the same name
Everywhere
on
All at Once.
YouTube? It's title here pod.
Yes.
Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below.
This was a very fun episode.
Message us on Instagram your thoughts and opinions, and we'll come back for part 2.
Yes.
We won't come back for part 2.
I love this episode.
I love this episode too. It was really fun.
Thank you for listening and getting deep with us. And we need more episodes where like this, honestly. We need to stop brain rotting.
I love
period.
brainwriting though.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys in 6 months from now.
Right. I'm sorry, guys. It's my fault.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, stay
Toodles.
safe. Drink water. Take care. I love y'all.
Toodles.
See ya. I almost just turned it off instead of pressing stop.